Welcome back to Shamrock Don Reacts, the world's greatest reaction channel on all of YouTube or anywhere ever. And speaking of YouTube, got me a little problem with them. So, I posted a video that had something to do with Mr. Donald Trump on the Joe Rogan Experience, and I explained why him being on there probably transformed a lot of people's minds, including mine, and I wasn't even sure. I was on the fence. And then come to find out, YouTube is supposed to be the Wild West. It's supposed to be where you can go to get real information that you want, not biased, not pushing certain agendas. But yet, they somehow made it so that the Joe Rogan Experience featuring Donald Trump was not trending. You couldn't find it if you searched for it on YouTube. You could only find little clips and bits and pieces. Why? Why would they ever do this? They're a company that relies on views for ad money, for revenue. And this is something that can get you millions and millions and millions of clicks. I don't understand it. Not only do they do it to his channel, my channel, which means nothing to nobody. I have no following. My channel, somehow I posted that video. The next 3 days I look at the analytics. Actually, I posted a short which was doing very well. Good views for the first hour and a half, and then all of a sudden, not another view. And then I look at the rest of my videos, and they're all down. So, let me ask this. What did I do wrong to where I would get punished by YouTube, which is supposed to be the place you go? This is not CNN. This is not Fox News. It's a place where we think is unbiased. You can get your Joe Rogan Experience. You can watch Republican. You can watch Democrat. You can watch whatever you like. But it seems as if somebody somewhere in this company has an agenda. And if they're doing this to try to promote Democratic views or suppress Republican views, it's absolutely insane. You do realize this is why people don't watch CNN no more, right? You do realize this is why the multimedia outlet that we see as the news corporation is failing and crumbling completely. And that shows like Joe Rogan Experience get millions and millions and millions more views than any CNN episode. What are we doing here, YouTube? Please tell me. I want to know, because now it's got me even more interested. And now I was on the fence, I think. Now I'm not. Now I'm like, no. You know what? I think I'm going to vote for Mr. Donald Trump. Because of the constant lies, the constant pushing you into a, if you're a Democrat, stay here. Don't move, don't do nothing. No, this is good. This is what we got. Don't buy into it no more. Me and millions of other people. We're going to take a look at what Mr. Rogan has to
punching
think about
down.
all
You
this.
can come up with all sorts of reasons why you don't like it. But that's like the same kind of reasons why you don't like AC/DC, you know, and you like Liz Phair. Like everybody has their own thing that they like and don't like. But you can't pretend that it's a statement. It's not a statement.
Right.
It's comedy. And if I swear to God, if you see him do it on stage, it fucking kills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why I am excited though, man, because look at you. You just had one of former presidential candidate. By the time of the next election, it's going to be, everyone's going to be doing podcasts. There's no getting away from it.
Well, what's interesting is...
it doesn't seem like everybody's smart enough. It seems like Mr. Trump there, he has his finger on the pulse of what's hot. He's doing rallies after rally after rally with podcasts, mixed in with podcasts. It's incredible.
Something happened. I'm sure it was a mistake.
I'm
YouTube,
sure
where
it
you
was
couldn't
a
search
mistake.
for it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was a mistake.
It has to
There's
be a
no
mistake,
way it was
Joe.
on purpose. And so if you Googled Rogan Trump,
They got to Joe. They
you-
got to
you
Joe.
could
He's
only
apologizing.
You could only get clips. You couldn't watch the whole
Yeah,
episode. You
yeah.
couldn't find it.
Yeah.
And so we reached out to them a couple of times, and they fixed it, to their credit. So now you can find it.
Oh, good.
But so in the meantime, Elon was furious. And so Elon...
They fixed it, so they knew Something was going on there.
Elon contacted Daniel Ek at Spotify, and they put it on X as well. So now it's on X. The full, and so now it has way more views. Because I think on Elon's alone, what is it on Elon's alone? Because Elon posted it and I posted it. This morning, I posted it last night. I woke up, it was like 6.5 million views on mine and 8+ million on his. So it's just, you can't suppress shit. It doesn't work.
You can't.
This is the internet. This is
Right.
2024. People are going to realize what you're doing. If you
Crazy.
try to make it so that something can't come up in a search engine because
It makes you even push anybody who was on the fence. There's going to be people who are blue no matter who. We get it. Those people are over here. There's people on the fence that don't know which side because they think they both suck. Honestly, I do. I think they both stink. But if you're telling me that I have to stay over here and I can't even watch something that's over here on this side that might make me think differently, that's not how this works. This is America. We had the right to watch something, form our own opinion of the person or party or whatever, and then from there, you like to see everybody vote. But for you to try to force people into corners, into parties, it's absolutely insane.
because it's too popular. First of all, if that's not trending, you tell me what the fuck is.
Right.
Whoa.
Okay. So what's it at now? 8.6 million on
Tell
mine.
me that
And what?
the two hosts of former reality shows, which who would have thought back in the days, who would have ever guessed that the host of Fear Factor and the host of The Apprentice would, in 2024, come together for possibly the biggest moment in podcast history?
What's it on Elon's? Because he has a lot more people on his than me. So that's just from last night. But you can't fucking suppress shit anymore. Like, when you're saying why is that not in the trending? You have a trending thing? What's your trending thing really then? If one show has 36 million downloads in 2 days, like, that's not trending? Like, what's trending for you? Mr. Beast? Like, I know he gets a little more than that, but
12 million for Elon.
so he's at 12.
They got caught. I wish I would know what to say to them to help my page go back up. Give me my views back. I know my subscribers stink. I don't have an influence. That's why it makes me feel like they did it to every single person or video or anything that had anything to do with this election. They want a certain agenda. Not good. Not a good look, YouTube. Now we move on to the next trending topic, which would be Mr. Tony Hinchcliffe was at one of these rallies that I spoke of at MSG, the world's most famous arena. And not only did they attack Trump for having a rally at MSG, this is their take on it. They had nothing. They had absolutely nothing. So they dug, and they're like, oh wait, the Nazis had a rally there in 1924. Okay, so I'm not really connecting any dots because also since then there's been 100,000 games played there, 7,000 concerts performed there. I mean, Tony Hinchcliffe was there a month ago, sold it out twice. So, on Tony Hinchcliffe, he was actually brought in New York City, and I don't know what they thought he was going to say. If they thought he was just going to come out there and spill some Republican rhetoric, which he's clearly voting for Trump. He's been saying this on his show for the last 6 months, year, 2 years, I don't even know. Long time it feels like. But they bring him on, and he does what Tony Hinchcliffe does best. He roasts. He jokes. He has a license plate that says I roast. I mean, come on now. Like, you can't hire this guy and expect not to have jokes. And then afterwards, Trump disassociated himself once all this backlash came out and said, oh, I didn't know who this comedian guy was. He was just signed. He knew damn well. Now he's playing it smart and just cutting ties with him because the media wants to connect some type of craziness with the jokes. But these are jokes. Let's take a listen.
This special. 17 years ago, I was sleeping in my car behind the Comedy Store in LA, and I'm proud to say this is my 4th time performing at Madison Square Garden, the most famous arena in the damn world. The American dream, alive and well, right here. This is very different than where I'm used to performing, though. I'm used to nighttime with people drinking, not so many babies in the crowd, and people that are obviously only here for Lee Greenwood tonight. Normally, I don't make my political beliefs a known thing. It's divisive for a comedian to do that, but just know I sleep well at night knowing who I'm voting for. Yeah. When I lay down and my head hits my pillow, it is a fantastic pillow, by the way.
Oh, that's funny. It is.
I was staying at the Four Seasons up by Central Park one night, and I laid my head down, and it felt so good, and I thought to myself, what an amazing pillow. I have a little bit of money now. I could buy a good pillow. And I took the pillowcase off, and there it was. My pillow, my pillow, my pillow. And damn it, I bought 4 of them. And if you use the promo code KillTony, you can also buy 4 my pillows. There's serious stuff happening, people. I live in the great state of Texas now. 18 years in Ohio, 20 years in California, and I got to see California turn to absolute horrendous thing. And traveling the world, I got to see San Francisco turn into one of the most demented cities, one of the greatest downfalls I've ever seen. And that is where the other candidate worked for 2 decades. And it's absolutely wild to see. And in Texas, stuff is really crazy. We're right there by a wide open border. Where are my proud Latinos at tonight? You guys see what I mean? It's wide open. There's so many of them. It's absolutely incredible.
9,000 new jobs coming to Central New York.
Yeah, so far, literally nothing that's not just a funny little joke or attempt at a joke. Nothing.
Believe it or not, people, I welcome migrants to the United States of America with open arms. And by open arms, I mean like this. It's wild. And these Latinos, they love making babies too. Just know that. They do. They do. There's no pulling out. They don't do that. They come inside, just like they did to our country. Republicans are the party with a good sense of humor. Free speech is under attack, people. I host a show, and each week I get updates what words we're allowed to use and not use anymore. It's happening right now the past few years. It's a real thing.
It really is.
And, you know, used to be able to tell people to Google stuff. My mom's a boomer in the state of Ohio, and there's no convincing her of anything. She's eating the cats. She's eating the dogs. They're eating the pets up there. It is absolutely wild times. It really is. And, you know, there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
Oh, shit.
Okay. All right. Okay. We're getting there. Again, normally I don't follow the national anthem, everybody.
I love how everybody's getting mad at him, like he's not just back to a comedian. There's people in politics who could actually do something about the status and state of Puerto Rico. Do they? No, they do not. But yeah, the comedian comes up and makes a joke, and everybody's like, how dare you? How dare you make a joke about that?
This isn't exactly a perfect comedy setup. There's some people here. All right, very good.
That's not
I like
a comedy
it. I have
setup
other
at all.
policies that I think it should be implemented as well. Like me personally, I think football should be all year round. Yeah. So many great athletes. I don't know about you guys, but I think that Travis Kelce might be the next O.J. Simpson. Feels good in here. The other side's got a lot of crazy endorsements. Swift, Eminem, Leo DiCaprio, Beyonce. Every day the Democratic Party looks more and more like a P. Diddy party.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's what you guys want.
Well, it wasn't funny. Right. Because it was a terrible setup for comedy. Everything was wrong. If you were at a comedy club and the guy did that set, you'd be laughing. It's just a bad setup. Everything's wrong. It's like you don't go to see acoustic music while people are using jackhammers around you, right? Like, it's not the right setup.
Right.
You want to go where somewhere it's quiet.
Yeah.
And stand-up comedy should be done in a comedy environment.
And actually, we were at the rally, and people say no one laughed. Not quite true. Like, it didn't get a big laugh, but it got a bit of a laugh.
It's a funny joke.
Yeah.
Even Jon Stewart said it was a funny joke.
Yeah.
Which I thought was great of him.
He had much better ones that got a bigger response, but yeah.
It's a terrible... People are like, whoa.
So I guarantee you he went up there and had an effect on a handful of people. Some people might have had the opposite effect on, where they were like, oh, that's cringy. Why would you bring him out? But in the landscape of it all, if you think they're going to bring a comedian out and that comedian is not going to do jokes or poke at what he should be kind of making jokes at, you got to try to be funny. That's the whole point of comedy. So can't be mad at Tony for that. And YouTube, get your together. Please stop suppressing videos. Stop having an agenda. We do not like that. We like feeling of freedom. We like that feeling, knowing that, like, if I type something in, it's going to give me the actual results or the best possible results, not filtered results. Don't look that up. Oh, you're looking for this? I bet you'd like this. Like, no, do not do that. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. If you like what you see, please hit that like and subscribe. Drop a comment. Hit that notification bell. It all helps the algorithm, and I appreciate it tremendously. Until next time, Shamrock Don, that's me, reacts.